Hi there, and welcome to my channel. Have you ever thought about the true ecological cost of monoculture? That's where we'll take a deep dive in today's video. Let's go! Monoculture is driven by the human economic incentive, but it's often justified by a higher purpose, feeding a growing population. This is the food security justification, arguing that only mass production can solve hunger. But this approach leads to long-term fragility. The reality is that it is primarily designed for maximized profit and scale and efficiency. It offers a short-term gain by ignoring the catastrophic costs to soil and water, which ultimately compromise food production itself. The cost of this efficiency is ecological bankruptcy. Nature in its original state is infinitely richer, more diverse and more resilient than any single crop field. Monoculture is a fragile system. It replaces complex, self-sustaining ecosystems, leading to a catastrophic loss of native species. This is a poor quality trade. We exchange the planet's permanent, irreplaceable ecological wealth for a temporary financial benefit. Studies confirm these plantations store up to 50% less carbon than the diverse native forests they replace. The core structural problem is that virtually no limits exist on land use. A single owner, be it a corporation or a government, can convert all their holdings to this practice. This scale severely disrupts the water cycle. These uniform fields require massive amounts of water, often necessitating draining groundwater for irrigation. In the long term, this accelerates soil degradation and erosion. The monoculture system depletes vital aquifers and makes the entire landscape more vulnerable to drought and fire. While global bodies like the COPs acknowledge soil degradation as a major climate threat, they often fail to address its primary driver, monoculture. By failing to explicitly regulate monoculture, they implicitly allow the problem to continue. The current system rewards the monoculture business model, while ignoring its catastrophic ecological cost. So we are paying to damage the planet. The good news is that viable, sustainable alternative to monoculture exist. They focus on ecological farming. The first pillar is ecological diversity. Practices like polyculture and agroforestry mimic natural systems, replacing the fragility of one crop with the resilience of many. This immediately restores soil and water health. Diverse root structures boost nutrient retention, reducing the need for destructive irrigation and soil erosion. Finally, the system gains economic resilience. Diversified outputs create stable income streams, and lower reliance on chemical inputs means reduced long-term operating costs. The shift is to ensuring long-term sustainability. The ultimate cost of the monoculture system is its lack of stability. We call this the stability gap. Monoculture creates a short-term illusion by maximizing initial yield, but it drastically increases the risk from pests, disease, and the extreme weather amplified by climate change. As the graph shows, sustainable resilience requires a shift. Ecological farming provides stability and diversification, leading to reliable income and significantly lower input costs over time. We must now bring this argument back to policy. It is time to address the global blind spot. Monoculture is the physical manifestation of the offset illusion. It fails the test of permanence. The ecological bankruptcy we demonstrated shows these plantations are highly fragile, prone to collapse from pests, fires, and the unavoidable climate shocks. More importantly, the policy fails the global food security. COPs acknowledge the need to feed the world but ignore that monoculture destroys the long-term potential for food production through soil degradation and climate risk. The irony? The industrial system sacrificing the planet for large production is the same system that wastes an estimated one-third of all food produced. And finally, the offset is not necessary. We are often incentivizing the replacement of carbon-rich native forests with a lower quality, less permanent solution. The current system, by promoting monoculture for offsets, is effectively subsidizing the very problem it claims to solve, at the cost of the Earth's long-term ability to feed us. We began this video looking for an answer. What is the true ecological cost of monoculture? The answer is now clear. The system rewards a model of fragility, short-term profit, and blindness to global risk. It is time we stop debating the short-term profits of a dying system. It is time we realize that ecological efficiency is not a cost. It is an investment in the permanence of the human system. This requires systemic change, shifting the focus from maximizing short-term yield to ensuring long-term resilience. Thank you for watching this deep dive into monoculture, the ecological cost, presented by Explica. If you found this video valuable, the first step is to subscribe and follow for more research-based content. The second step is to share the awareness. Share this video to empower the discussion and help others understand the global blind spot. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!